You get a call out of the blue about a potential career opportunity. You decide to check it out, maybe for one reason or another. Maybe it's just out of curiosity. But here's the question is, how do you figure out whether or not that opportunity is really a good move for you and whether or not the company is actually a good company to work for? I'm Jerry Land, packaging sales recruiter with JP Land. And in this video, we're going to talk about the problems with online employer reviews and doing your due diligence about a company, and also how to vet on your own and how to do your own research and look into an opportunity to figure out whether it's really the right move for you. Realize everyone is different. Perhaps the company you decided to research has a really a low tolerance for underperformers. And the negative online review that you happen to see was from somebody who was let go and they're just trying to get back at their previous employer. So keep in mind that all the reviews on these sites are anonymous. Also consider that different people excel in different cultures. Just because you enjoyed working for a company doesn't necessarily mean I will, and vice versa. So why do online employer review sites even exist? It's not to help you do real due diligence and research on a company. It's basically to drive traffic to their site where they post and advertise other jobs to you while they're there. It's really just to drive traffic. It's a very clever business model, and obviously it works. But the issue is you really, the reviews are not a true necessarily indicator of what it's like to work for a company. In fact, I know a number of companies that even go around incentivizing their people to put a positive review on those sites. And at the same time, so I mean, you don't really know who's putting them on there. You really can't trust the source or if it's even accurate. I can actually go on and go to a company and post a review saying that I work there. It's possible. And if I wanted to put it negative, I could. And if I wanted to put it positive, I could. So again, you really got to understand why these employer review sites even exist. So they do that obviously to drive traffic. And when they're getting companies to advertise positions with them, that's kind of the pitch is we have passive job seekers coming to our site to research companies, and then we can expose them to your jobs while they're there. So what do you do instead? You ask around, right? Not necessarily. Former employees of that company may not be the best resource because they're no longer there for a reason. You also need to be concerned about your confidentiality because you already have a job, hopefully you're succeeding in, and do you really want to go around probing about what it's like to work for another company? Probably not the best idea. So what is the best source to vet an opportunity? It's actually somebody that's currently working at the company that you're considering. Are they going to give you a non-biased perspective? Maybe, maybe not. But that's where your ability to ask questions is going to come in. So the question is how do you get in front of those current employees? And really the best effective way to do it is you have to get access by interviewing. Tip number 1, you want to interview the hiring company just as much as they want to interview you. So here are some questions that you can ask. And there is a way to preface this, and it's basically just by saying you want to make sure you're the best fit for them. And in order to help them make the best decision they can, the best hiring decision they can, do they mind if you ask them a few questions to help you figure that out? So here are some questions. Can you tell me about the last person in the role and where they are now? So you got to ask yourself, did they go to a competitor? Were they let go? Why? What are some of the things that they seem to struggle with in the role? What do you, the interviewer, like most about working for the company? Do they seem sincere and genuine? What do they enjoy least about working for the company? Are they transparent? What are their plans for growth? Does the company have a vision? How would the people who work directly for them, their subordinates, what would they say it's like to work for them individually? Can I meet some of the people who are currently doing the job or previously did the role? If they say no, you do have to wonder why. Maybe they're hiding something. How would they describe the company's culture, and can they provide examples of what they mean? What kind of changes has the company gone through recently? This will tell you whether or not it's a good time to join or if the company has been a little volatile lately. Tip number 2, it's not often what is said, but it's often what is not said. So as you're asking these questions, does the interviewer or hiring company or hiring manager, do they seem annoyed? Are they short in their answers? What does their body language say, their facial expressions? And the final tip, tip 3, pay close attention to the surroundings when you go in an interview. How does the office environment feel? How are you treated by the people you meet? How are the other employees dressed? Do the people who work there, do they look happy? Are they smiling? These are all subtle things and something you're going to just have to get a feel for. That wraps up this video. I hope everyone was to take away at least one thing that will help them make a better career decision in the future, and also give them a better idea of how do you really tell what a company's corporate culture is like. Feel free to send me an email at recruiter@jpland.net. That's the email to send if you're interested in having a question answered in a future video. I will respond directly as well if you send an email there. So again, I'm Jerry Land, Packaging Sales Recruiter with JP Land, and thank you again for watching this video.